Welcome to House Common Blood, where strangers are family. Every episode contains graphic content, including, but not limited to, copious amounts of blood, unnecessary cursing, death of all ages, be they infants or immortals, fantasy drug use, nudity, mentions of sex, and sound effects of various qualities. We cannot stress enough that this is mature content with adult themes. You have been warned. Be fruitful and become many.
All right. Welcome to House Common Blood. I'm Gray, your DM and host. We're a D&D 5.5e podcast currently playing the adventure Hangmen, Worms of Frostheart. The story follows a group of misfits facing sentient calamities threatening to destroy the world, led by a Genasi army called the Rebirth Bastion. Most monsters I use are created by Oh Hi Mark. You can support his Patreon, although everything he makes is free. The music in our games is curated by D&D Breakfast Club on YouTube, with credit to each respective artist. I'm joined here today by Mega.
Hello, Mega. Oh, wow. Hello, me. Hello, my name is Mega, and I play Eddie, the Autoboy Triton Bastard class. I also play the field. Go long!
As well as Nita.
Hi there, Nita here. I play Oluya Oblak, the human cleric sorcerer.
As well as Rakuzen.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Recusant. I play Mavet Sohafidash, the sap that holds his family together.
And finally, Moomin.
Hello, my name is Moomin. And, oh wait, what's coming at me? Hold on. Damn it, I missed it. Sorry, I play Seer, and it's a fire genasi that is always on fire. I dropped the football. I'm sorry, Mega.
They go long enough. All right. Who can tell me what happened last session? Oh, wait. Don't fucking bother. If you haven't watched last session, the fucking 30-minute recap on literally everything. We're fighting a kaiju. We're gonna have a combat.
And the way that I would put it.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So before we get started here, I'm gonna give a little handout for everybody, or at least like do a little copy and paste. As a reminder towards the mechanics on this creature, but for the audience, I'm gonna quickly repeat this. Players are heavily encouraged to climb this creature, and its legs go from 0 feet to 100. There's no advantage when attacking it when you are on these legs or targeting them. It's a dex save to maintain the climb when the creature moves. Once you get to the waist and the back, you get 2 mysterious effects that have not been recognized yet. Or sorry, 1 mysterious effect with the back, no additional effect with the waist. The waist is at 100 feet, the back is at 150 feet, and the prize jewel is the head, which is 200 feet tall, and on a critical causes the prone condition. All right, I'll move everyone onto the map, and we'll switch up this music. All right, we move on to Aluya here. Um,
Tyler. Oh,
oh, Tyler. Does anyone really want to control him, or are we just gonna have him in the background?
background.
Background. Everybody.
He's licking his wounds.
Yeah,
and
licking his
scampering
wounds.
away.
Sounds good to me. Visible. All right, going on to Aluya. Backtrack. Aluya, remind me, you're on the back of this creature. Let's set the scene really quick here. Like, again, the entire icy wasteland is painted crimson, and we see the black silhouette of this creature with two glowing red eyes. This goat-like monstrosity that's 200 feet in the air, and a minuscule light on its back represents you. We zoom in close. What are you doing as you're holding onto the fur on his back?
Right. So, my first thing is that I'm going to focus in on this guy again and set off my storm cloud
Okay.
for 60-10.
All right.
And I believe that's a dex save. I gotta check.
Sounds familiar. 22.
It beats it, so he only takes half or 3/4
Quarter.
damage. So
Yep. See the damage.
60-10 we left, bro. Oh, I rolled low. So 27, cut by however he needs to cut it. And then for my hasted action, I will attack with my spear.
Okay. Spear comes to life.
Okay. I'm on his back, so is that advantage, right?
Yes, because you're on the back, waist, or head. Grants advantage. All right.
Okay.
That's a hit. With a 23, your spear sinks into the thick hide, finding a weak spot, and you do 9 damage.
That's 9 force damage, and he needs to make a con save for me, please. DC
Yep.
18.
That was a good try.
Okay.
Got 18 on dot for a 31.
So he just takes half damage, or 3/4 of the D10.
Okay.
And I will quicken spell a fireball, and I'll place it to where it only hits him and none of us.
Okay. Absolutely.
Fourth level.
Okay. And sorry, what was the exact spell? Oh, fireball.
Fireball.
Yep. There we go. Who doesn't like
So
a
if I put it
fireball?
here, it hits nobody, right?
Yeah, there are thousands of places you could place it on the creature where it's not going to hit anybody.
Okay.
Yeah. You cast down a fireball.
Mhm.
It makes the dex save. See? Oh, sorry. The hell am I doing? Come on. There you go. Huh. 12 for a failure. Takes half damage because it's resistant to fire as well.
And that's everything, literally, from me.
Okay. Yeah, so like you give a concussive blast of fire on the side of its face, scorching it. and it just reels back, roars, and there's hoarfrost coming out of its mouth. Not from how cold it is, but how rancid its breath is. As we get to the lair action, something special is going to happen. Usually at this time, he would use the sentient calamity that's around him. But you see the monster begin to crouch down, almost like it's ready to jump. At this point, everybody except Eddie needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So everybody on the creature. As you begin to hold on, as this creature leaps not hundreds of feet, roughly about 100 feet into the air. And it slams down onto the ground here.
And then Camelou.
Mm-hmm.
It just used seismic toss.
Now be aware, I am tied to this creature, so this is gonna hurt.
Yeah. As well as you, Mavet. Eddie?
Yeah, I was just saying if I had advantage somewhere.
Yep. I'm gonna say Eddie, because you are looking at the situation as it jumps up, and Mavet with your high perception. I assume you have a high passive. Eddie, you do
Yes.
notice something. Eddie and Mavet, you do notice something with the ground. That you see like these black pits that are beginning to funnel downward. Like there's a cavity for the snow falling in. And as you look around, it's almost circular. As this creature jumps into the air and lands down, you see a fissure connecting between these tiny holes. And one after another, the moment it makes contact, you see, and again, I need to be very clear, the entire surface does not fall. This small segment where it's standing on begins to crack and crumble as the creature begins to fall down, with the allies descending downward. Eddie, just to keep things nice and simple here, like I'm gonna play fast and loose to keep you together with the party. I'll say during this time that how do I even want to do this? I guess the way we'll do this is perhaps a round will pass quickly as we have a transition. I think that's fair as the players hold on as this creature's going down. Mega, you can fall downward into the hole. Is that a fair adjudication to everyone on the table? Just to keep the party together here?
Why? Because the difference in air pressure sucks them in.
Sure. I like that. that you know what? I actually like that. That actually avoids having to waste a fucking round here. Inspiration.
Excuse me
Yeah.
a moment, though, while I just take this physics textbook and go to a fireplace.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're not going to need it.
It's magic, I swear. However, this occurs. Perhaps you purposely go over the hole and something pulls you down, like a vacuum of some sort. But Looney Tunes style or not, we transition from the surface downward. Sorry. So let's move here. All right. There's an explosion, an eruption of ice as you guys fall down this hole. And for anyone, yeah. So Seer Aluya, you fail. I'm going to say, if any of you have your reactions, you can use it to have the damage using the you grapple that you have on the creature to soften the blow.
I do have a reaction, but I also did take the potion of invulnerability, so everything is reduced.
Okay, that's perfect. Moo, do you have your reaction, or did you end up using it up?
I
I
have
vaguely
not
remember
used my
you.
reaction.
Okay, so the time you used your shield was on a different turn?
Correct.
Okay, understood. All right, if that's the case, I'm going to roll this damage here. For those who failed, Seer and Aluya, you'd take 41 damage. The creature itself also takes 41.
So
As it hits the ground.
Damage.
Okay. Mavet, you take a half damage unless you use slow fall here.
Yeah, I can
and
use slow fall as a reaction.
And Kamlu also takes half damage, which becomes 20. You
So I take
all
40 or half of that, just making sure.
If you use your reaction, take half. Okay.
I'm taking 0.
Okay. We'll place people back onto the creature here. Be a little vague. Let's see.
Wow, guys, that looked like it hurt.
As you go down, Eddie, you do hear like the fracture and the cracking of a building, followed by a myriad, a chorus of screams from the interior of the building. We'll get back onto that in a second here, but we're going to be having side objectives as this creature is rampaging. Go main group. Right. Yeah. I believe, Mavet, you're on the waist, aren't you?
I thought it was on the back.
Yeah.
Because I tried to make it up to its head.
Yep. Back, and head. Gotcha. All right. We're going to move on here. As you guys are in Frostheart once more, you see that spire that extends to the ceiling, and you're in a similar area to where you fought that pyre worm. This creature is surrounded by buildings stomping around. To talk about, again, leading into this transition here. Mavet, you do hear like the distant cries of men, women, and children from inside the building. What do you do on this creature's back?
I would like to move towards its head.
Okay.
Any checks
make
I
me an
need to make?
Yep, athletics.
And I can use my wisdom now.
Yep.
There we go. Rolling.
Okay. 22. You easily make it to the head.
Woo! Okay. That soft spot on its head.
Yep.
Would I be? Where is it?
Okay. I think I've described it as like in between the horns on the forehead.
Okay, so I should be able to go to that and obscure its eyes with my fog cloud.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to do that, and I would like to get...
Well, let me, because that actually is very helpful right now, and I believe I haven't shown this yet. Titanic Rage. When this creature becomes bloodied, a surge of primordial fury overwhelms it, granting advantage on all attack rolls against creatures not currently climbing its body. In this state, Belmorok also gains one additional legendary action and unlocks new lair actions. Its rage warping the environment around it until it is destroyed. So keep that in mind.
Okay, so I'll try to nullify its advantage by doing that.
Yeah, exactly. You absolutely do. You can place. We can say that you place the. Well, actually, place the fog cloud because it can move.
Yeah,
Just
it
anywhere on
grows.
token. Yeah, anywhere on token. But you do so. Fumes begin to come out of your mouth and out of your eyes, and begin to obscure this creature's
been
eyes.
out.
Oh, sorry, it's been out.
So it doesn't come out. Gosh.
Sinks from the ceiling with the imaginary vacuum we've created.
I can't place it. There's no placing thing with this.
That's fine.
And I don't have access to normal fog cloud.
I believe it's 20 by 20. Waiting for somebody to correct me as I'm putting this down. Oh.
But I can expand it, so.
How big is it?
It will be 10 feet past its eyes. So let's just say 30 feet. I think that's plenty enough.
Okay, 30. Awesome. At 30, and you can tell me where you want the template here.
That looks good. I would think its head is there.
Okay. Let's make this a nice blue and make it pop out. All right, anything else on your turn?
Yes, I would like to have my child go away from me. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I would like to get to punching.
Okay, go ahead.
And I will have advantage.
Yes, you will. Okay.
First attack. Does it hit?
17 is not a hit.
We will go for a second attack. Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit.
Woo! Okay, let's go to damage.
Okay.
Nine.
Okay, 9 damage.
I think it might be best to use Flurry of Blows then.
Yeah. Yeah, keep trying to fish. See it. The creature is waving its head around. Smoke is going around it almost like it's breathing its own fire. My 5 is a hit.
25. $13. And then for my second part of Flurry of Blows. Oh, so close.
19. So that's a 30 total. You're pounding
And
on
a
this creature's
14.
skull. Do 14 damage.
Bet you wish they had ibuprofen here, huh?
It just screeches as a response. Seems like even
How does he
Quagmire's
know about
becoming.
that? It hasn't been put out to the public yet.
All right.
The
Amy-
books that Mavet has been reading.
All right. In between turns, the creature is at least going to attempt to hurt Mavet here after pounding at its head, giving it a throbbing headache. All right. Straight roll. Oh, actually, disadvantage. Can't see you. 24 is a miss. Moving on to Camelot. As the fist makes a hole in the fog cloud, and the fog cloud quickly fills the gap. What does Camelot do? Oh, sorry, I should probably put him down on the map, shouldn't I?
Well, Camelot can do what Camelot can do, and that's just attack and hopefully not miss.
Is Camelot on the waist?
He got moved. Yes, he was at the waist.
Yep, there we go. All right, let's see what Camelot does. Oh,
Clicking on him, and it still shows Aluya for some reason.
let me double check. All right. I just assume he's making attacks, right?
Yep, there we go. I got it.
You got it?
That's one.
Oh.
Finally, Camelot. Jesus.
Yep, going for the hit. That's a definite hit. It's 20.
Okay.
Divine Smite.
Yeah, might as well. I haven't been able to use any of them, so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do level 2.
All right.
It's 2d8 radiant. It did not roll it. Now roll it, please.
So what I want you to do is, what level was that?
2nd level.
Add 2d8 to it. Because although this creature is not technically any of those types, it is a progenitor towards them and still has the same effect.
Nice.
All right.
Goes again. Misses
3 damage.
thank
Yep, 17 is a miss. But you did do 23 smite damage.
you. He'll do his pole arm. For his bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, you use the butt end and it hits. Strikes true.
Okay, so I gotta roll 2 different things here. The 1d4 for slashing. And also radiant damage.
Yeah.
And that's it for him.
All right. In between turns. The creature, Eddie, I haven't been giving you enough love. I'm gonna give Cam a little bit of love too. But first, Eddie, he's gonna try to swipe at you. Give me your elevation. I assume that you're 100 feet in the air from the ground, hovering near the ceiling.
If we're assuming just everything basically moved at the same, then yes, I stayed at 100 feet elevation.
Okay, I'm gonna mark you down for 100. The creature attempts to target you and gives you a fist. This is gonna be with advantage because you're not climbing. rolled. Oh. Mitch. Double
Actually-
11s.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say disadvantage. But yeah, double 11s. Shield at all?
Oh, sorry, I don't have the thing on, or on the right place. Damned. Really need to have a better place to put that timer.
Mm-hmm.
Because it actually like covers the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will shield it.
Yep, it bounces off the little otter, and it is now the otter's turn. Yep. Again, you hear crying and screaming.
Hey, just FYI, we might have to deal with collateral damage. Let's try to kill this thing as quickly as possible. And in that spirit,
Mm-hmm.
double checking. Okay. It's like so we're going to spread the Seraphim wings again of smoke as he is going to make 6 Eldritch blasts at the head.
Mm-hmm. You do so. So close. 19 and 1. That's a hit.
All right. Again, I'll just
Yeah.
roll them all.
Yep.
to-
Roll attack rolls. $17-3 hit. 3 and 8 hit.
There it
Natural
is.
20. All right, everyone on board. Make me a dexterity saving throw to maintain your grapple here. All right. Would you like to do all your damage first, or would you like to see the massive roll?
I should probably roll the damage first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I'll roll for 3 regular Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
Oops, I was about to do roll 20. I mean, I guess it's not much different, but let's see. Yeah, D10s. And then I'm going to add my proficiency for the extra bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he suddenly has resistance to bludgeoning damage.
No, doesn't.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah, that's a good question.
All right, so these are the first 3 hits.
Yep.
For 36
Yep.
force plus a
36.
little bit of bludgeoning damage.
All right, and we get to see the monster fall.
And also now roll the critical.
Mm-hmm. It falls to the ground for 70 damage. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It had 79. Going down to 9. Going down to 0. Explain how you finish off Belmorak, the Endling.
Not actually. It's like, but I want you to imagine, because of the way I described how he did this, it's like basically like growing like on his back like 6 smoky seraphim wings. It's like, and then the Sephiroth music starts playing in the background
Yep.
as he literally like converts these wings into a series of like 6 smoky missiles that begin like strutting like because they were aiming toward the head. It's like a one goes straight through. It's like one starts eviscerating from the back, but then like one, I guess the fourth one, like like goes like almost like targeting. It's like locate the exact part where the creature's brain is, and it gathers the rest of the blast around it and bursting forth into that area until it goes straight through the head where the brain would be, and that's maybe what causes the creature to actually fall to the ground.
And there is a large fall. And as it tumbles down to the ground, falling to a stage left here, its body is laid across on the ground, chin first, eyes dim, and you see the ice evaporating from the creature itself. So,
Should we give Aaliyah a roll just in case if it would have landed on a orphanage for her?
you know, it's really weird. It's right next to an orphanage too. But as it falls to the ground, the ice around its body begins to fully like dissipate, and you feel, descending combat here, you feel with the slaying this creature, you have disposed of Quagmire. You have disposed of this plot against Frostheart. We start to see like sea elves coming out of their buildings, looking at this massive corpse, like twice in 1 week. A large carcass filling the center square.
They're really starting to wonder whether living underground was the best idea.
To go further with that, like say 6 seconds pass and we get on to the next round, we see descending through the hole a frost giant and a sea elf, and they both bring down their weapon for a blow. As they impale the dead body, we see Nereus and Merkvar ready for combat, almost like the DM was anticipating at least one more round. They stand up, look around, and I think Nereus is the one that breaks the ice, as he says. Are we late to the party?
Well, no, because just gesturing where he heard the screaming, they probably need some attention.
Mm-hmm. Merkvar doesn't respond to the yelling. We see Nereus hop off the creature and naturally take charge of the situation. Like you see him commanding civilians to help move the rubble and debris. Merkvar is just gritting his teeth, shaking his head. I was promised a mighty kill. Great valor, honor, and hops down. As he hops down, there's a ploof of smoke. And yet I see a dead carcass. Licks his tongue. And if you look around his belt, you'll see a few heads of fiends, trophies that he's cinched to his belt.
What if I told you that this is only probably the beginning?
Slowly looks at you. And I would ask if you're lying. Is that a promise?
Given how these guys operate, they will come back with more, and probably tougher too. So yeah, I could promise it.
Stronger than this. Looking at the ceiling, whistling in appreciation. As this conversation is going down, what is like the other players doing here? Like everybody was on top of the carcass. It fell. You had the final kill. Like how does each person look? Starting off with Nita. Nita, how do you look as you guys have felled this creature?
she took some hits, man. So I was gonna use my next round to heal myself. So she's not looking the best.
Yeah.
But she's gonna make her way on over to Aurora because she knew she was at the head, and that's what she'll do. And check on her.
Yes, Seer. How do you look?
Ow.
Ow! As you're still tied to this creature.
Correct. It's essentially, if the creature's so big, I'm essentially hanging off its dead head.
Hmm.
So I probably would command the rope to untie, and then whatever amount of feet I fall, I fall. I don't think I'd fall gracefully either.
No, so you clumsily fall to the ground. Perhaps maybe even Nita might try to catch you before you fall.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. Yeah, let's. I don't want to make it a skill check.
I was
You
gonna
grab her.
say,
Yeah,
boy, if you're gonna
I
have me roll right now.
no, you don't. Please, like, paint the scene for me.
As I stumble across trying to find her, and I see that she's unlatched herself, and noticing that her footing isn't the best, I'll hustle on
Mhm.
over and grab her by the forearm and pull her in so she stands up straight.
Okay. Yeah, you do so.
Are you okay?
As okay as riding a giant bestial creature's head. Okay, how about you?
I've had better days, but I'm glad you're okay.
Me too. But, well, I hate to say this, but as a cautious person here, I think I'm going to make sure it's actually dead by
Okay.
not finishing it off. I'm just going to dig around and make sure it just doesn't suddenly go blah to us.
Okay.
Understood. I'll also make sure that Gumo doesn't try to eat it.
I
Okay.
don't have problems with him doing that with the size of this thing.
I am. He seems like he's a gluttonous kind.
Oh my god, mega.
All right.
But yeah, I would basically just investigate the creature, maybe collect samples here and there, but really just
Okay.
the goal is, hey, I'll get what I can, like loot it, but honestly,
Yep.
I'm just making sure it's not going to kill us.
Yeah. Make me a religion check.
Let me see if it will let me roll. Come on, character sheet.
Hmm?
19.
19. It
19.
appears to be dead.
I should have helped with that.
Yeah, you should have.
But at this moment, it's good. Then I'll get what I can.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. Like I mentioned before, getting samples is a troublesome process. You remember climbing the tower? They had to use material of the creature to puncture it.
I have a request if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I take a piece of its hair and
Mm,
store it? I would like to save it for an offering for Aeolus next time.
okay, I like that. Beautiful.
Wow, stealing what I was going to do.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So just imagine you guys are sitting within this city square. You're on the wall, the noble district. Um, its body is partially in a collapsed building where civilians are being evacuated through the guidance of Nereus, and you see Merkvar just his eyes dancing across the city in appreciation, perhaps hunger. Um, before we move forward, what else are people doing? My bad. Sound
Yes,
like you
I
have an
would
idea.
like. Yes, didn't it have horns?
It was a goat. It's a giant horn,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I can shave some off of it. I know we have to possibly use items from it to like hurt itself, but I have a Tarask toothpick. I was
Okay.
wondering if like maybe that might do something.
Okay.
Using that
I like
as
it.
my instrument.
Mm-hmm. All right, I like that. Like, keep that material in mind, and when we have a little bit of free time, you can try to monkey around with combining materials.
Yes, so I would like to do its horn, its fur,
Yep.
and can I try poking it in the eye with it and see if anything happens? Get any fluids or something?
Yeah, you poke its eye, and it's hard to puncture still, but because you have this material, with time, you eventually make a puncture. The fluid begins to come out. It's a mixture of black tar with an inner red glow.
Seer, I need a bottle.
Chucks a bottle.
I would
Okay.
like to collect that.
Bottle breaks. You
Mhm.
take 1d4 piercing damage.
Oh no.
Right. You grab a bottle and you begin to fill it with fluid.
What did Mavet take from this thing?
Fur, a little bit of the horn, and eye fluids. Please jot down, Mavet, that you take in some of this creature's optic fluids.
Yes, and then about how far
Yeah.
away is it to its butt?
200 feet. Sorry, 150 feet.
I know in the real world people tend to defecate when they die. Did it happen with this monstrosity?
As you look at his ass. No, it did not defecate. Hasn't eaten anything in a while.
So you're telling me there's no dingleberries I could use as fertilizer?
Are you looking for genitalia?
Yeah, I was actually like legitimately looking for maybe some sort of poo to use as fertilizer in the future.
He wants to grow his children in magical poop.
Unfortunately, you do not find any feces, nor do you find any genitalia on this creature.
Okay, then I'm done searching.
Okay. I'm trying to think of how I want to wrap things up. Just in mind, does anyone have anything they want to say or do in this moment before I start pushing things forward?
I'm good. I checked on Aurora. I got my offering piece, and I'm making sure that Gumo won't eat this thing.
I'm just gonna be fixing people, so I'm pretty Gucci.
Right?
I guess that just
If-
leaves Eddie to deal with the press release.
Yeah, with the press release. Sure thing. There's a
I mean,
crowd
look,
of people.
I can only imagine people have started gathering around this thing, and then Eddie trying to convince them, please don't get closer.
Please don't get closer.
I sent you something gray that might be pretty important.
Yep. Let's set the scene here. We'll represent the community. There is a hole on their ceiling. There is a red light funneling through. There are black silhouettes surrounding this red light. You presume that it's lingering people on the surface. We see elves, giants, centaurs. Then, as the light descends down onto this carcass painted hues of red, we see you before it, Eddie. You can tell me whether you're flying above to address everybody or if you're making a point to make the beast your podium, however you want. The sea elves, at least within this the wall district, begin to encircle you, and you see in the distance more and more elves coming closer from other districts.
It's like, well, hey, again, this area is pretty unstable.
Trying to rationalize what would be the first thing. Yeah, let's go gut response. Perhaps there's a vulgar man in the crowd that says, "What the hell is that?"
This. Actually, we'll go with one of your recommendations. Like Eddie is currently on top of the beast. It's like so that way he can kind of like take the butt of his staff and kind of like jam down into the body below it, just to emphasize it. Was going to destroy all of Frostheart.
Yeah. And there's Go ahead.
I think it is a good point to announce that I am going to attempt to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Begin casting the spell. Like Louis is with...
As Eddie and is talking to these people and giving the announcement.
Well, yeah, Eddie's giving the speech. Nita and, I should say Luya and Seer are assisting one another, assisting with the fallen.
and then I will do a private roll, and I will message you what I'm attempting to do, Gray, and you can let me know what happens.
Well, we'll address your actions like perhaps either during the speech or after. But sorry, Eddie. Keep up with your momentum.
Yeah, like as you're saying, it's like this emphasis was going to destroy all of Frostheart and everyone in it.
They begin to murmur with another.
As well as the massive army it had conjured. That
Army? There's an army?
Actually, question, like looks over to shoot. How do I say his name again?
Merkvar or Nereus.
It's like, is the army still up there, or did you slaughter it?
We left no survivors. He gives a smile.
Turns back. There was an army.
And
thanks to the combined efforts of the elves, the centaur, and the giantkin.
What? You hear a woman in the distance react. And the giant he has bellowing laughter. And perhaps at this point, like Camelot was pinned underneath the creature and worms his way out. Nothing dangerous. And again, it's scandalous. Like we're seeing Merkvar, we're seeing Prince Camelot, who was previously in chains weeks prior. And finally, like Nereus assisting with evacuating people from the debris. And you feel that there's a lot in the air that needs to be distilled. There's fear, there's anxiety at this, and most importantly, there's like a lingering undertone of racism, hatred. It's just all in this cacophonous murmur. Go ahead.
I cannot stress enough that without our combined efforts, I don't think this feat would have been possible.
No. No puny horses or elves could have downed this creature. It is only through the might of giants. You could have your victory. Have your town. He has a sneer on his face. Camelot is gonna try to support you here, Eddie. The giant's power aside, it is through our combined efforts, it is through us joining as one that we fell such a giant foe. Again, to enunciate the point, perhaps like he buries like his halberd half-inch into the creature's tough hide. And again, the murmurs, the whispers get louder and louder. There's 100 conversations happening simultaneously. It's on all ends of the spectrum.
I know that you're all concerned about this event and anything it could possibly mean. But I do believe we have more important matters to attend to.
How many more are gonna fall through the ceiling?
Okay, That's actually a fair question.
No.
I would not expect any more to fall from the ceiling anytime soon.
Soon. Yeah.
If you want more clear answers, seek a diviner.
Hello, everybody.
Not quite what I meant, but
Don't look at
clears
me.
throat. We need to attend to the injured, assess the damage, and start getting men on trying to remove this creature from the living space.
Mm-hmm. Probably at that moment you see like dozens of ropes, like just really thick, impossibly large ropes descend from the hole in the ceiling. I would say at this point, like taking the helm is Nereus, Camlu, Merkvar addressing the crowd. Although they have their own faces and personalities, at least the lingering effects of your previous negotiation is in effect here, where they are working with one another to make the people complacent, at least. Perhaps a snippet is from the person that we haven't heard talk much, so Nereus. I say, do not look at this and think tragedy. We have lost some, yes. We have lost many over the past month. But look at this carcass with awe. It is no minor feat, no small action to down such a behemoth. This fiend is built for destruction. It is built to eat, to consume. And yet, it lies dead, right before our mighty feet. Look now and celebrate. Look now and cheer. Look now! Join hands! And the murmuring stops. They look at one another, and you hear, well, let's see how well this works, actually. Okay, I'm doing a bit of a performance check for Nereus. And again, as a reminder, just because it's a low roll doesn't mean something doesn't happen. In this case, I'm going to say it's not the quality of the speech that makes for a natural 1 or a low 2. And again, with modifiers in mind here. But you just see a hushed quiet. Skepticism. Like, there's a lot of shock value here. There's a ancient creature on the ground. There are 3 leaders announcing an alliance with one another. I'm going to move things a bit forward here. Unless there's any significant scenes that I should know about, because I want to lead up to what you guys do in your final hours here before returning home.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's... Go ahead.
I mean, in which case, I can think of at least 3 things that need to happen.
All right.
Bare
Unless
minimum.
yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to announce it to the party for unless these are specifically Eddie actions that you have in mind, or 3 things the party should definitely do?
Because we need to address the condition of the frozen genasi.
Yep.
We also need to assess the situation with Jelenua.
Mhm.
And the third thing's technically more of an Eddie thing,
Okay.
but still lingering from a couple sessions ago. It's like specifically speaking with Camalu with regards to what he told him before.
Yeah.
The first 2 things are definitely party actions, though, because
Yep. So we have the frozen genasi. We have Jelenua. At this moment, you do see like giants descending from the rope. Again, this doesn't look like a conquest, an invasion, or a surprise attack here. You did really good with your negotiation. They're looking at the creature and trying to figure out how to properly dispose of it. You learn that they are considering, quite literally, going to the nearest wall, getting a pyre worm, and burrowing a special tunnel just to push it out.
you
As a
think this
starter.
big toe would look good on my wall?
Yep. But again, you see a fear with the crowd here. So let's go around the clock here. Nita, Moo, you heard Eddie's suggestion here. Like, we still have some loose threads. We have Jelenua, we have the frozen statues, and you're pushing your luck here with the tethers you guys have created.
Did we figure out how to unfreeze the Genasi?
Well, a good step is seeing what the field looks like now.
I
Okay.
think
Burrow
that would
ropes.
be a priority,
Mm-hmm. Okay, so is it safe to say we see the 2 girls like climbing a rope?
I would just make this easier for us. I'll just
Fly.
dimension door.
Oh, dimension door.
Seer and
Okay.
myself up.
Yeah. With these, you guys go to the surface, and what you see is a lot of crumbled ice, and what statues are left appear inanimate. Towards the red sky, now turning a bit with lingering orange tinges. You do see something strange in the sky. Looking at it, the tortured faces of the Aurora Borealis are now more solemn. They're even expressing happiness and glee. You see, instead of just head-like figures, it's almost like you're staring at a Valhalla. You see hundreds, if not thousands, of figures moving within this portrait of light. But there are still statues. Elias, here, give me an investigation.
I'm gonna help Seer so she can have the advantage.
Okay.
Okay. I get the advantage? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let me tell you 2 things. First thing, looking at the statues, you don't believe or I shouldn't say statues, looking at the ice genasi, the husks that were left behind, you you don't believe there's any going back here. They're hollow, empty. Whatever once was is no longer. And again, looking towards the sky, you see like where each person was ripped from, painted in this grand crowd. Second is you see one unusual statue. Looking around, you see a cloaked figure in the middle of a run. You investigate closer. Moo.
I would.
Yeah. As you come closer and look at the statue, you see a feminine frame, outstretched hands, and a squid-like face. Frozen.
I found something, Olivia. Points to it.
All right. She'll get closer to get a better look.
Mm-hmm. Do so, and you see the visage of a very distraught and fearful Gelenua, frozen in ice.
So, if she's here, who's up there? Can I see if like there's any movement or if I can hear a heartbeat or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. You may do medicine, although it will be hard.
Ugh. Rough stuff. Okay. I will guidance myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not horrible.
A nice 16, huh?
Mm-hmm.
She is encased in ice. It is you can't feel any vitals because of the ice. Looking at them, they seem preserved. It is hard to tell whether they are still alive or dead.
Hold on. Let me just check something of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Continue on. I'm just gonna look at my spell list really quick.
Yeah.
If I have.
I'm willing to transition to either Mavet or Eddie. Dealers or not dealer's choice. I'm the fucking dealer. Player choice. Crickets.
All right, Crickets, what do you do for your action?
Chimney cricket.
Hey, sorry, I was in the potty.
Understood. It's player choice between you, Mavet, and Eddie who wants to paint the scene what they're doing. Willing to, be generous here with time, the amount of actions you're taking, but know that this is your final day within Frostart.
Oh, well, I might as well just say that Mavet is made a roll to attempt to sneak off away from the party.
Let's see.
This was specifically during the time when they were giving speeches.
Yeah, when they're giving speeches. Let me see that roll. That's a plus 10 with, yeah, okay. Let me double check passives because it isn't a sure thing here. Okay. And it's only other person to check here. Yeah, with these, you blend into the crowd. Well, not blend, but hide within the crowd.
I
And
checked my thing. I don't have it prepared.
okay, yeah, the girls are on the surface looking at the remnant statues, the party celebration in the sky itself. Uh, the tree man Mavet begins to obscure themselves and slink away. Uh, Eddie, what do you do during your time?
Well, honestly, mine is a bit contingent on a few things already having happened.
Okay.
Like, do the girls eventually report what they found out?
I'm going to assume that they're smart and they do so. There's no reason
Okay.
to hide that information.
In which case, then, oh, you know what? We'll go with Shade first,
Mm-hmm.
because that seems pretty significant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you
Especially
see
after
her
learning what happened to the
examining.
others.
Yeah, you see her examining the creature itself, looking for something, anything. She's examining this creature.
Hey, Shane.
Etty, this was fantastic. You all did a good job. As you see her hands gliding around in the fur.
So, Aluya and Seer, they went up to examine the statues of the Genasi.
Mm-hmm. Is that so? How many survived?
Based on what they told me, they've moved on.
You see her like a chest sink. Her eyes looking away on the ground.
I don't fully understand the whole situation, but based on what they told me and how Quagmire is, it seems that his scheme involved trapping them nearby, and then when he was ready to turn into this monstrosity, he ritualistically used their lives to achieve it.
Selfish. Pompous. Trash. You see her saying all this with gritted teeth.
I am sorry that we weren't able to save them. I made you a promise, and I guess that promise was broken.
She stares at you. There is no way to save them?
Louise in the background shaking her head.
Seer doesn't respond. She just very much is like, they're very dead.
Well, I don't know for certain if their statues still count as their bodies. There is an option that we can try. They just might not look the same as they once did.
Eddie, we are not strangers to that feeling. It is our heritage. It is our lives. It is our culture. We lose our previous selves and become something new.
Well, Gumo appears to be able to recall the dead spirit, but in exchange, it reincarnates them rather than simply calling their souls back. So, so this is something that we can at least try. If they are truly beyond saving, then it won't work. But then if it does work, it just simply means that it would take a few days and maybe a few higher level, or excuse me, higher, more mastered clerics and druids to call their spirits back. But there is also the possibility that maybe they don't want to come back. But I guess that is more of a personal decision on their part. Would you like to at least try?
And you would do this for our kind? And looking towards Eddie, looking towards Gumo.
Not a question of whether you're of one kind or another. You are people. And just like with any person, I would do this for anyone that needs help.
Looking towards the Genasi. Luya. Seer. Do not
I
want
don't
to
even
be
get a
alone.
name. They just call me Janasi.
Yep. Looking towards both of you. She says in a heartfelt tone, I do not want to be alone. They were my tribe. They protected me. I cannot survive alone.
Well, you don't have to. You can just stay with us if you want.
I would agree.
Looking towards Eddie. Do you share this sentiment?
You seem to be someone of strong character and also someone in need of a place to be. If you want that place to be with us, then how can I say no to that?
You see her face begin to literally blush before you as the paint becomes more red and orange. And with the little sway of her water-like hair. Where will you go? Where will I find you?
Well, that part is a little sticky.
What do you mean by sticky?
We, not specifically here to Frostheart, but the way that we traveled originally was through a peculiar magic.
Mm-hmm.
When we decide to recall that magic, we'll wind up back where we started and presumably be able to use that same method to call us to a new place. We just haven't really decided what that new place is.
I have never heard of such a thing.
Oh, trust me, we haven't either.
I do not know what to say. Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, I think I do have a way for us to get together. But I think you would be. Yeah, I think that could work. It's like looking over to Seer and Aluya, because this is actually a pretty important question. Do we want to try to come back to Tendeka Island before we call ourselves back? Or do we want to try to call ourselves back here?
Well, the problem is we need to go back to Tendeka Island since I need to fix someone of importance to you.
And in which case, Gumo, we may require your assistance again.
He silently nods in the background.
Before we didn't have the ability to travel several hundreds of miles in a single day.
Okay. I see where you're going with this.
But yeah, I think this is how this will work. We will travel and you will travel with us to Tendeka Island, where we will take care of our last business there. But you will be in the company of, well, my family and many different means to communicate where we wind up next.
This is directed towards Shade specifically. All right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess there's nothing too much to add on to that. So I guess you would say, I do not want to impose. If it is all right, I will come.
You wouldn't be in a position. It's like we're already quite the little family here.
Gives a goofy smile. All right.
But it
Yeah,
is, as I
go ahead.
said, though, we probably should see if they can be revived or not.
So let's do a montage of events to go on track here. So you perform your you guys go to the surface. You perform your experiment. And towards the statues, you see no effect. And like Eddie hypothesized, is that the spirits that have left do not want to come back. And you may think, okay, well, that worked for that one. Let's try it on this one, that one, that one, that one. It's one after another. Almost like a hive mind made a decision. And as you are experimenting with these statues, like I've mentioned before, the Aurora Borealis is filled with hundreds, thousands of people dancing, cheering, celebrating.
And there's really one person that let's get Kemalu.
Yeah.
We should probably keep him from prying over what was probably a random squid.
Yeah. Which 100% it was. That was one of the checks I would have offered if you guys didn't try to make him complacent. If you guys would have investigated the head, you would have learned that it was just a squid, not the head of Jelinua. But it's a good time. You grab a Kamlu, and perhaps there's a wide shot. At the left, we see the statue, very small, of Jelenua. On the right, very small Kamlu. And we zoom into like his hooves inching forward. He starts to slow down further and further until he's at a crawl, taking it in, scared of what he's going to see here. Takes time. Eventually, the distance is closed, and his hand hovers on a frozen cheek, and touching it is like dry ice burns the hand. Then slowly he will look to Seer if she's here. Specifically the character within the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Look to you and just goes, well, what are you waiting for? Melt her out. Break it open. Free her. And you see his eyes, like pupils are shaking, glassing over. He's not looking straight.
I'm not going to even open that can of worms there, but all right.
Are you going to attempt this?
I am on fire and I have the spells to possibly make it work.
All right. Well, before we get ahead of ourselves, make me a medicine check.
I sure will.
Please.
Yeah, I'm. This has been a long build-up. Medicine check first.
By the way, is it a new day?
It is not.
Damn. All right.
Why would it be? 18 more weeks need to pass.
Shut the fuck up.
I rolled a nat 1, so let's use an inspiration there.
Yes.
I'm burning my inspiration.
I'll give you my d6.
I rolled an 8.
You may also have my inspiration.
All right, let's just roll another one just in case.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
I got nothing. I've given you my d6. I've given
Well,
you my inspiration.
If we're keeping this 13, let's see what I get for the d6, okay?
Okay.
Like, and you can have my guidance. Come on. Like, why is nobody giving her guidance?
Because if I touch her, I hurt her. Which I did not quit.
That's an 18, Gray.
Okay, that's an 18. Well, the first thing I can tell you, breaking or melting the ice is a bad idea. Best case scenario, you create a vegetable. There's a large amount of issues to being frozen. But again, these immediate actions are not the proper course, at least with this setting, to treat the victim. In fact, the worst element that you have here is the season change on the surface. If she were to stay within this weather, she would naturally melt, and you don't exactly know how that would impact them. It appears that she would need to stay within this state to maintain her life, although breaking her from this prison through those rudimentary means could endanger that preserved life. If Quagmire was still with us, not saying there would ever have been a fucking avenue, but he could have been a source for manipulating this ice. But she needs some incredible help, whether through a high-level caster or Bayou Hague means.
Alright? Just want to
I
know
get you a
how
little bit.
many hags am I going to come into contact with in this campaign?
Yeah, I know. It's
What's that
almost
look
like
like?
they're a good centerpiece for this. Ugh. Too bad you don't know any hags or witches.
Damn
one,
shame.
especially one that ran away. Yeah.
I mean, it's like Eddie will propose this to Seer to see, like basically try to compare notes on this kind of situation from a more magical standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we can't melt her or break her open, what if we tried to reincarnate her?
I mean, that is a possibility. We just don't know what they would become.
I mean, I'm mostly just proposing it so that we can determine this through, say, a roll of the Arcana sort.
Okay.
Especially given which I can offer you an advantage on this line of thinking.
I don't understand what you're saying, but I get it. I can definitely think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Just
So
making sure that we are dotting our I's and crossing our T's.
All right. So just to make sure I understand, you're going to attempt a Arcana check to see whether this is feasible, or are you guys actually going to go through with just the action of reincarnation here?
It's like whether it is feasible. It's
Okay.
like because we're kind of because reincarnate is a weird revival spell that while it does have rules about what it does, it also leaves a bit of open to interpretation.
Okay.
So this is us trying to get information for how it's going to work here in this world.
Okay, sure thing. Yeah. All right. Okay, I got something good. I got some good for this. Yeah, Sierra, make me an Arcana check, please.
You can make it with advantage and guidance.
Guidance.
Because Eddie is helping.
Holy shit, 19. For a total of 29. You can roll that guidance if you want. Never know what a 30 might do. Got a 30.
Never know what a 30 might do.
Doesn't do much. But let me break this down. So Seer, as you're considering the options, especially the use of reincarnate the spell, you know that this could work. This could work. You could reincarnate her. There's only one snag, one complication. You made notes that her life is still preserved. She is still technically living within this this icy prison. Should you wish to reincarnate her, you would need to free her from this prison, i.e., you could go the route of melting the ice and allowing her to die.
Then is this the route you wish to do, Eddie? Because I can make it quick.
It's not really my decision.
Even Kamlu is at a crossroads here. Would she ever forgive me? Shakes his head.
You know what? I've never tried this before.
Yeah.
Eddie is going to try messaging Jelenia.
Okay.
Like, if she's frozen, her mind might still be active.
This is what I'm going to say here. In this particular case with this spell, I'm going to say that the ice is too thick for the message to penetrate. Check, because I believe it's stone and other material here. Yes, and silence 1 foot of a stone, metal, or wood. Thin sheet of lead blocks. It doesn't, obviously, it's not going to have an exhaustive list, but in this case, I'm going to roll that the ice is interfering, but I would encourage you, Eddie, that perhaps there's other means of contacting her.
I mean, there is. I just wanted to see if maybe the cantrip would do it.
Fizzles out. Get static.
Well, because she and I are connected. Not like that.
Just hoof on the ground, digging.
then I can try this.
As Eddie takes one of his mushrooms out and begins to focus specifically on Gelenua.
Okay. As you do so, and you make this connection, perhaps you even close your eyes to focus. As you get into this meditative state, this trance, it is like you took LSD. You see many different colors, a kaleidoscope of colors. Your body feels warm and funky more than usual, but you're strong and you can adapt quickly. But as you form this connection and move forward, streaks of light create a tunnel. And at the end, we see this silhouette of Gelenua. Black amidst this abstraction of colors, like a hole in this colorful place. And Eddie, as you look around at these colors, like I mentioned with the sky, you see thousands of people, almost like you're making a group call here. What do you say? What do you do?
Gelenua, is that you?
There's no movement, and there's a voice in this tunnel that responds. It is her.
Who is speaking?
We are speaking. And it's almost like you feel 1,000 hugs on you. It's not oppressive, it's gentle.
Mhm. I guess Eddie does start to move forward a bit cautiously toward the form of Gelenua.
Mm-hmm. As you
So,
get closer and closer, it's like you're trying to chase a star or grab a star out of the sky, I should say. This black outlet just never gets, or black outline just never gets closer as you keep stepping forward.
Gelenua, why are you keeping me at a distance?
She doesn't have much strength left. She's very tired. Again, like you're just hearing different voices, different ages, different backgrounds all speaking to you.
Gelenua, the situation is over.
She knows.
Why don't you?
She can see, she can hear. It's painful. She wants to scream. Doesn't have a mouth.
So, you know what is happening, the conversation we've been having.
She wants nothing more than to embrace the one she loves most. So close, yet so far.
order for that to happen, you understand what we have to do first, right?
She has seen your miracles.
She has seen what you can do. What you all can do.
But she's still scared.
So, what are you scared of?
And her form shrinks slightly as a response, like using an ounce of her depleted strength here. And you see a familiar visage, a beautiful sea elf, the very one that, the very illusion you've shattered before sending a hag out a window to her death.
She fears that she'll never get her skin back.
That she'll never be her father's daughter.
That she'll never be her husband's lover.
And you just see this image beginning to dissipate and fade like it's a distant dream never to come.
Is that form, that visage, something that you want? Or is it just something you think other people want from you?
There's a chorus of slight chuckles and laughter. That question.
We would love to tell you more. Even she doesn't know.
It's the only anchor she has.
It's sad. She cannot even tell the difference.
Well, if that's something you don't know, then this is something that you surely know. Your father and Camelou, they love you. Whether you are a sea elf, whether you are as you are now, even if you were an orc, they love the woman inside. Camelou, even now, he wishes just to have you free and to have you in his arms.
You see within this outline, this silhouette in the far distance in this rainbow corridor. Within this void, you see a small blink of a star of where her heart would be. It's dim, but it's a light nonetheless.
In fact, oh boy, this is going to be a stretch. It's like Eddie's actually going to try to concentrate harder
Okay.
and see if he can bring Nereus and Camelou in there with him.
Okay.
Make it happen, buddy.
Do it.
Okay.
Because they have all been connected at some point.
Okay. You. Here's what I'll say. If you want both of them, I need a check. But at the end of the day, regardless of how this works, one of them will be coming. because I believe having both truly does strengthen your argument, but you're asking for a tremendous task here. I'm trying to even think what would be appropriate for this ability.
I mean, I would default to Arcana Charisma.
Yeah, I like it. Go with it.
Which case,
I have a DC in mind.
eh.
Eh.
No, sorry.
No.
I sometimes like a click on a folder thinking like it's something else. But yes, I'll just, for our purposes, roll persuasion because it'll have the same effect.
Okay, I like it.
Oh wait, I didn't realize. Okay, no, I can roll the Arcana. I didn't realize that there was an option to
Yep.
change the stat while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Oh wait, I probably have to. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, just in case I need more, I'll use an inspiration.
Okay,
I'll take a d6.
gotcha.
29 though. Oh well.
Yeah, no, you absolutely got it on the spot here. You can paint the scene here. This is your effort. You know that we're in a kaleidoscope tunnel filled with thousands of people, and there's an abstract silhouette at the end of this tunnel. How do they manifest? Where are they?
I would like to think, because remind me how it looks like on the path to anyway. Is it like a stairway or a pathway?
For Gelenua, there is just a flat surface from where you are to them. Is just like an endless tunnel. Never reach.
Then I would like to say it's like as Eddie is looking like trying to call them forth. It's almost as though like a wisp is being carried, like at first, like smoke pouring from his mouth, but then like as the smoke entrails like move behind him, they begin to waver a bit before they start coming back toward him. And as those like tail wisps come back to him, they begin to take the form of the people he's trying to call in a more smoky visage, because I imagine that would probably be how he's achieving it.
And as they both enter this this space, you see them both confused, looking at one another. First towards you, then towards the end of the hall with a blinking star for a heart. And they're lost but fast to react. Perhaps it's Nereus that says what they're both thinking. Where are we?
This is a space that is difficult to explain, but it is a space where we are all connected.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, we are all connected to Jelenua.
As he kind of looks up, like as if giving a cue, looking to
Mhm.
Jelenua, like across the way.
Yeah, and you see that she's struggling to stand. One of her legs are buckling. They say simultaneously, Jelenua! And they attempt the same thing you did, trying to move forward, but it's almost like they never move away from you, Eddie. And
Don't you see, Jelenua? The first thing that they saw, first time they saw you, all they wanted to do was come closer to you.
it's emphasized by
Because-
this abstraction. Go ahead.
Because they love you.
The star begins to expand from the chest. Now, instead of being a pinprick, it's the size of an actual heart. And it's thumping.
Would you look at this? She's growing stronger.
Yes. She's standing on her own 2 feet.
Look at her go.
And again, like her leg no longer buckles, and she takes a hesitant step forward, and it feels like this hallway shortens, crunches. Kamlu is. It looks as if he's crying, and we see like a steam leaving out of the smoke. Come to me, please. Come. And Father is making a dash as well, saying, I've missed you for all too long. No one will take you away from me. And they're both reaching out their hands. She's stepping a little bit closer, and it looks like she's just missing one final push as she's reaching out her hand. They're reaching out their hand, and it's almost about to make contact.
Like, it's been so long now. You've had to do so much by yourself. But you don't have to anymore. It's like a come back to the people who love you.
And you hear the fiance, the father say, switching off from each other, we will love you, no matter who you are, what you look like, or where you are. Fingertips touch, and because of your previous successful check, Eddie, having both these emotional support pillars, we see a cascade of light going over the silhouette, and you feel like you have a firm blessing to proceed forward. As the connection breaks.
As the mushroom turns to ash and fades away, Eddie looks to Seer and also to Kamlu, who might, but I believe is probably mentally here back by this point.
All right. She gives consent.
Cool. And immediately just does a, I like to say they don't hold back. usually Seer does not use their like fire magic, but you just see them essentially just burning hands the ice away.
Yeah. Yeah, as it does so. Like we've mentioned with your flame, and just for flavor's sake, like has intense heat to it, but it also has the ability to heal, to mend wounds. And eventually you melt this ice, and the moment she is freed, laying on the ground, she takes her last breath before passing away.
So, all right, Gumo.
There's a body before you, Gumo, of Jelenua, and it's requested by not only her, but the party to reincarnate her body.
Right. Well, it's time I use my 1 free feat use of it then to not have to spend anything.
Okay.
And I will cast Reincarnate for free.
All right. Do so.
We'll hit to bring up the table. I will roll twice.
Yep.
I do have
First
two
roll
hopefuls,
is
but
The
the first roll is an orc.
orc fits the final part of what Eddie was saying.
Oh man, imagine what would happen if I got tiefling.
Ugh. All right, let's see the second one.
And the second is dragonborn.
Okay. Well, what do they come back as?
It would be really funny to bring her back as an orc. I'm gonna bring her back as an orc.
Okay.
Muscle
Yeah.
money.
Well, to be fair,
Mhm,
fits the
mhm.
personality that she was exuding during that final scene there, and fits the dialogue. As well, Guma, why don't you describe what your magic looks like and where the body reforms itself, or how it does?
I think the last time I described this, he kind of pulled the soul back from the afterlife. So I think it's much the same here as he goes about setting up the ritual. His kind of
Mm.
soul leaves his own body for a moment to extend towards perhaps a maelstrom forming in the sky from souls, and he eventually finds Jelenua's soul, and as he pulls it back, there's this moment where Jelenua gets to choose who and what they are as they come back down through the sky,
Mhm.
and they end up choosing to become an orc, and their body twists and warps. The skin probably fades and shifts, and maybe even sloughs off for a moment before reforming back onto the bones and the muscle, and then she
Mhm.
revives as an orc.
Yeah, she has soft breathing on the ground. Her skin is pale, and Nereus holds her head. Um, Camelu holds her hand close to his chest, and see them both sob and cry, breaking down at their loved one coming back to them.
And my work here is done.
All right. So how about it, folks? Ready to do a small montage here?
battle montage. I mean montage.
Montage.
Roar.
Yep. All right. So just give me a quick list of what people want to do, and we'll just quickly jump scene to scene to scene to scene.
Well, I still have the pieces of that giant thing in my bag, right? Meat chunks.
Yeah, you do.
Cool, I eat them.
Make me Constitution saving throw.
You took
Uh-oh.
30.
I did have 30.
Yes, you did.
You say Constitution saving throw? Okay.
Yeah.
Did it roll?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, pretty good too.
Okay, cool, because I wasn't seeing it. Hold on. What did I roll?
You rolled an 8.
Okay, I'll use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Go ahead.
Well, hold on, I have to reload.
Sounds good to me. You're consuming those, or attempting to. What's the montage
now
here?
Also roll 29 more times.
Probably whenever somebody's not looking, Gumo like pulls it out of his bag and eats it whenever he's within somebody else's montage scene. Kind of like in the background of like a movie shot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do this again. Oh, there we go. 18.
18? You manage to stomach it as it melts your throat and your stomach.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. And you keep consuming, and you keep consuming. It is a supernatural creature, and you will suffer a mutation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no roll. You're eating an endling.
It becomes a dinosaur.
Yep. Right.
Man, I wonder what happened to those cubes. The cube-shaped Gumo.
Man, try being a gelatinous cube for a campaign. What's their movement speed again?
What is it, 10?
So let's talk about this. Fur begins to grow on your body. It starts at your wrist, goes up your forearm, and if on your chest, like we see the shape of a bird beginning to form until it goes down to your stomach, down to your legs. You are covered in this fur. And you notice as you look at it, not only is it sharp, but when you hold it next to snow and keep staring at it, you see that it changes color. Almost like a chameleon effect of blending in with an environment.
Chameleon porcupine.
Yes, chameleon porcupine spines. All right.
Someone else is probably going to have to be using the Ultra Self staff for a while.
Yeah, you're starting to look more monstrous.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. Nita, Moo, is there anything I should hear for your final days within the city?
Yes.
Mhm.
I know for future stuff, Aaliyah wanted to start collecting teleportation sigils.
Okay.
So she would
Oh my
like to
god.
acquire the one for Frostheart.
Okay.
Also, she wants to go and visit Clip Clop
Go and visit Clip Clop.
and say her
Hold on, was
goodbyes.
I the only one that saw that get posted in chat as
Yeah.
soon as you asked what
Um.
they were going to do?
So you put in like how much time does it cost for setting up the circle or making the connection?
It, I think it's 10 minutes.
That's okay.
Wait, what was the question?
It was just to get the sigils to write them down in her book.
Teleportation circle.
I think you have to. It's either you have to either study it for 1 minute or 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Either way, we have time, so 10 minutes is still okay.
Yeah. Absolutely happens. Absolutely happens.
And this is just for her. She doesn't really tell anyone, or doesn't even think to tell anyone. It's just kind of for
Hmm.
future stuff for her.
Yeah.
She visits her Clip Clop.
Okay.
She thinks on Ebby and her desires to bring justice for him. And she'll just kind of hang around and see if people need help and kind of, just be around Aurora.
Okay. And we see a montage of you guys helping people, assisting. Mega, is there anything else on your plate as well?
Well, it's like if Eddie needs to meet with any of the local leaders as far as just making sure that they figuratively and literally have a means to like connect if something happens.
Yeah.
In particular
Absolutely.
with the elves, it's like a basically like a reaffirming like of the promise to offer resources for like rebuilding
Mm-hmm.
as contingent on their release.
Yep.
But beyond that, I think most importantly, he will address Camelot, and now with Jelenua. It's like just to see the thing that he left on the table is something that they would like to do.
And if I remember correctly, it was to offer them a not a escape, but a chance to leave to
Yeah.
make their own lives. Perhaps
It's
like
like
each person locks eyes with the other, and with a heavy sigh, Camlin will be the one to say, "If I leave, if I disappear, Buike be in charge. I have no confidence in a warrior such as him to broker peace and maintain it." And Delenua looks towards her father, looks towards the hole, looks towards the destruction of this town still healing. And she would say,
I would feel bad if I left things how they are.
we always tell kids, if you make a mess, gotta clean it up. And giving you a smile, Eddie, he'll say, you made one hell of a mess.
Needless to say, I'm sorry that we can't really stay to help fully clean it up.
You've done more than enough. We thank you for everything all of you have done. I don't know what would have happened if your friend didn't find me. Looking amongst your number. Where are they?
Now that I'm thinking about it, where did he go? Is this the part
Transition.
where the camera
Yeah.
pans?
Yeah, it pans to Mavet. Mavet, where are you slinking off to? What are you doing? I always catch him unawares.
Don't worry, he's just fucking a tree.
Every time. What are you gonna do, Mavet?
I'm here.
Yep.
Yeah, I snuck off. I want to cast a spell.
You want to cast a spell? Okay. You sneak off. Like, paint the scene. Paint the scene.
As Mavet sneaks off from the party during the talks of slaying this big, gigantic monster, Mavet sees it as a fitting time for him to say goodbye. Mavet is going to travel up to the surface. What's
Okay.
the weather like?
Still looking good. Looking dark though.
That is fine. We are going to head a little ways away from the hole. Nowhere too far. Are there any hills nearby?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mavet begins trekking himself up to this higher point in the air.
Mm-hmm.
He, with him, he's carrying his belongings that he's accumulated throughout his time with the party.
Mm-hmm.
He has a nice little blanket that he is going to lay upon the ground.
Okay.
With his ink bottle, he is going to write his name on the blanket. Mavet Soha Fidash. And let me just make sure
I can't
get
remember,
these.
Mavet. Did you already send away all of your children, or are they still lingering on the surface?
No, the children have been sent away with that amulet that does super big brooch of many sizes.
Yep, brooch of many sizes.
In order to protect them.
Yeah,
They're
like
already
as
going.
you... Yeah, I was going to say, as you sit down and look at the nighttime sky, it's something straight out of a mythos. It's something straight out of storybooks. You see the serpent in the sky, raining asteroids. You see an aurora borealis filled with figures cheering, laughing, having a party. And then there's you. On this hill, we should say, on a blanket with Mavet Soha Fidash.
Mavet is then going to start cutting off his exterior. just little shavings to start.
Yeah. Start shaving.
And as it's getting nighttime, of course it's getting colder, he is going to begin a little fire with himself.
Starting a
Just
fire.
the shavings.
Yeah.
How do I link this spell that I am going to attempt to start casting?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how
Yeah.
to do it, so can you link
No,
it?
it's a 10-minute casting time. So
So
it
yeah, I
takes
would like
time.
to begin casting that.
Mhm.
As time passes and Mavet is trying to get this fire started while waiting for the spell, he is thinking about all the memories that he's made with his companions over the course. While some of them were great, others not so great, Nita. He with all that has transpired, he still cannot shake what has been driving in his skull since he first appeared in this world and before his second life of becoming many.
Mhm.
So that's his goal. He knows he is not the strongest and he cannot force himself upon this world. So he has to take another route, a more peaceful route.
Okay. All right, let me have a gander here. Because I do remember like a few of the things here. Before we even cast a spell. Where the hell is it? Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I believe what I said before was should anyone be witnessing the spell, they can use the reactions for silvery barbs and such. And I believe I mentioned, can't remember if it was in relation to dispel or counterspell, or if it was a general connection that I gave you guys to at least, yeah.
We
Make a
agreed
charisma saving
that they
throw.
would have to make a charisma save
Okay.
against Eddie's DC.
Okay. That's fair enough. Like I said before, Rakuzen, when you first learned about this ability to cast a spell, when everybody learned this ability, you have full control of casting the spell. You have majority vote. Wherever the spell you cast is yours. All you have to do, Mavet, is go over one hurdle. There is no silvery barbs, no bullshit. All you have to do to cast a spell is make a charisma saving throw. Should you pass that, you're fine and everything goes as you say. Are you ready?
I am willing to make a wager.
Oh, a wager, huh?
A wager.
Okay.
No. To make it more, I think it would be more thematic
Okay.
to do it this way.
All right.
The spell.
What you got?
The spell I sent, I think it doesn't matter to share it with the party, is Control Weather. This has stages. I don't believe what I want to accomplish can happen until the 5th part of the spell. So I'm thinking I can cast a spell in a sense, but might not be able to get to the level I need it to, which would also give the party a chance to recognize something's going weird in the sky. We should probably find this source.
Okay. Okay.
And I think we could leave it up to the party to decide if that's fair, or you could just do charisma to even begin to cast it.
I like it. No, I like your suggestion. It here's how I'll do it. Just because I was loosey goosey with what like how we would handle like a single person casting a spell versus like the opposition of the party. I believe how I want to do this is for thematics, for cinematics, we can say that you begin to cast a spell, the party begins to notice, and should they want to, they can put forth an effort to stop the spell, which does involve that charisma saving throw, which can prematurely end the spell. Because I know that initially it was to prevent the entire casting of it, but it's control weather. It's nothing too crazy here. It's not like he's casting a fireball or immediately killing a shit ton of people. So
I just think that works more thematically to you know what I'm doing with this. They don't know what I'm doing with this.
Yeah, fine with it. You're saying, Aaliyah?
Don't come for me. For me.
Don't
I
come
did
for-
what I did for love.
Okay. All right. So we'll say this: like the light on the hole going to the ceiling begins to die slightly. The sky gets a bit darker. And we'll probably say this is the moment that, in the conversation with Julenua, that the party notices Moffat's gone. What do you guys do?
So then we notice the sky darkening?
Yes, that's what you notice. It starts to get darker. Like the light of the aurora borealis is beginning to dim, and the single hole going through the ceiling, well, one of the many holes going through the ceiling now, but this particular hole.
I swear it is one thing after another in this tundra.
Yeah.
Should we be worried about that?
So, do you want the short version of what would happen if a tundra stopped being a tundra, or the long version?
I think that's
What I will do is haste Eddie to see if he can get to wherever he needs to get to quickly.
Okay.
I will cast Astrid Stride upon Eddie, and if it's allowed, I can cast the
Yeah, both
kinetic
you.
taunt on Eddie.
You
since I can
just
concentrate
double
on two
teaming.
things.
Yep, enhancing.
take a bardic inspiration since I can't cast Windwalk.
All right, Eddie, this is your problem. Fucking solve it. They just send you off.
So Eddie's speed is not only hasted and double speed, but I think Eddie just gets like 30 extra speed on top of that, which is now 60 extra speed.
Mhm.
Or basically
And the
double
bardic
their speed.
inspiration.
All right, Eddie, fly.
Okay. I assume we see you burst out of the fucking hole at supersonic speed.
Sorry in advance if I set anything on fire, because that's a condition of one of the spells that was cast on me.
Don't worry. I boosted it. Instead, it heals everybody.
Just
Okay, good.
you purposely set people on fire.
Hey, my cancer's gone.
Yeah. So we see a trail of fire. You burst into the air. And looking around, how should we even put this? Because
I like that we're all concentrating right now.
yep. Eddie, give me a perception check. We'll start off with that. Looking around, see if you can identify. Looking around, what's happening here?
Look, guys, I know I do super heroic things, but that does not make me a superhero. I just need to
Fortunate.
state that for
Because
the
you are a
record.
superhero does not mean you are a superhero.
So let's talk about this. We'll just say it takes more and more time. The clouds get darker. A fog comes from the ground. You feel like whatever is happening is about to run out. Um, just because you did roll low does not mean you don't find it. It just takes more time to do so. You find a small wisping smoke coming from a hill in the distance. I presume you go towards it.
Yeah, since apparently I have the speed.
Yep. Going over. And again, like perhaps again, you're trying to make it towards the fifth stage, correct? Maven?
Yes, I'm essentially trying to. I'm not trying to change the temperature. I'm not trying to ruin this climate. I am trying to make it very windy and a torrential, like, no, not rain wouldn't really work. Actually, it wouldn't matter. Just very
Yeah.
crazy weather to pick up ashes.
Yeah. Well, we'll say like it's a storm of ash. That seems more appropriate here. The snow is being replaced by ash on the ground. Eddie, you begin to approach Mavet as he is continuing this ritual here. And is there any like visible changes to you, Rakuzen, through this ceremony?
As Eddie would arrive, he would see, because I'm assuming time has passed since Mavet
Yeah.
has started with just some kindling.
Yeah.
And you will see Mavet standing within the fire himself now.
Yeah. See crackling fire around you, the silhouette of your face, looking like a demon speaking. What do you have to say, Eddie, as you approach?
Avet, what are you doing?
Eddie, I'm glad you're here, buddy. How are you?
Okay, that's not your usual cadence. Also, you're on fire.
Yes, Eddie, I am on fire. It is just my feet at the moment, as you can see. A little fire feet over here. But no, nothing bad. I am all good. I am happy.
Why are you happy? And also, what is it that you're doing? Just gesturing.
Purpose, Eddie, purpose. Everybody has a purpose, do they not, Eddie?
Mm,
Do they have a purpose, Eddie?
That is a very oversimplified look at the world. People give themselves purpose.
Some people are born with purpose. Some people are born with a mission. Some people are made to do just one thing and nothing else because nothing else matters. Do you have something in your head telling you one thing over and over and over, Eddie? Just telling you just one driving thought. It won't stop. It never stops. When I died the first time, it didn't stop. I was reborn with it, didn't stop. But more voices in my head just kept coming and coming. And I just one I could always hear. I could always hear it. It said, be fruitful. Many, many, many. I hear it, Eddie.
And then your solution to that problem is to use
It's to
8th level magic.
obey. To obey, Eddie. Is to obey. I need to do what it says, okay? I'm not strong. I'm not smart. I'm not as charismatic as you. I do wrong and wrong and wrong, but there's one thing. Maybe I can do it right.
And why do you think this will accomplish what you want?
It's not always about what I want. I get a little bit of something out of it, but whoever wanted me to do this gets a little something more, it might seem. Plus, it might make everybody else a little bit happy. I'm always the one fucking up, so wouldn't it be nice if I just left for a little bit?
That you're setting yourself on fire. That isn't a little bit.
Yes, I am fire now, and I will soon become ash, and I will be carried up into the winds.
Is this your idea of becoming many?
Many little tiny parts. Ash is small, Ash is many. I am big, but still not strong. So if I become small and weak like the ones you want to protect, wouldn't that be a good thing? Don't you want to protect me, Eddie? Don't you want to see me happy as well? Like you want everyone happy, don't you?
It's like Eddie closes his eyes. Gives a deep sigh, opens them again. I guess that's really the trouble when you're speaking with someone so young. Yes, happiness is important, but not at the cost of others. And that includes trying to make someone else happy, but to make yourself miserable in the process.
See, but I can make people happy as well because as you've noticed, there's other ones that look like me, think like me, talk like me, walk like me, but this version, this as Mavet begins to start breaking off more parts from his chest and throwing it down into the fire as you see sparks fly. This Mavet's not good. It must be taken away with. It must become ash so it could be born anew, more many, more better fruit.
So, do you really think by burning yourself to ash that is how you will spread about the world and make it happy?
Yes, that's what I think I can accomplish with this. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can do it. Something I can maybe accomplish. And you know what? If it doesn't work, I will not know because I will no longer be here. and I can't look at that smug fucking face of yours telling me I'm not good enough. I'm not doing the right thing. You won't be there to judge me anymore, Hetty.
If that's how you really think of me, then I can't change your mind. Yeah, so here's the thing. It's like cracks his neck. If you really want to become Ash, then let's speed this up, shall we?
Okay.
First things
Yes.
first.
What?
It's like Eddie is going to put because he still has enough charges in his staff. He brings himself close enough to Mavet,
Okay.
like and he casts Wall of Force around the both of them,
Okay.
sealing up the flames and the smog inside.
Oh God.
And because he has the benefits of a Chardalyn stride, he is going to start
Oh.
literally zigzagging back and forth all around Mavet.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Yeah, you're in the midst of a casting spell. Like you have to, I believe, every turn you have to spend your action casting the spell.
I think this is a good point to do the the charisma save.
Well, yeah, give me a second. A lot of factors changed here.
Probably require a concentration check
Yeah,
because
because
of the damage.
well, it's not none of that. None of that. It's more towards recusant. Your plan is to use yourself as a component. What Eddie is doing to you is he is sealing that component. He is keeping you, the flame, inside of this bubble. Do you see what I'm saying here? And
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to work out here because I want to make this safe or not safe, fair on both ends, swinging back and forth here. It still requires concentration. Mavet, you do have a bonus action to make unarmed strikes. I believe that's still within the rules, unless you have to dedicate your full action casting a spell, but I don't believe so. Yeah. Well, let me ask the boys. Um, what do you think is a fair way of moving forward here? Because it sounds to me the name of the game is breaking Eddie's concentration, and then the spell progressing. Am I wrong with that?
I mean,
I'm
no,
just
nothing
trying.
particularly wrong with that.
No, I'm just trying to think how Mavet is going to react to this. If
Yeah,
he is
absolutely.
actually going to want to, because he doesn't necessarily want to hurt Eddie.
Yeah. Let's let's do order of operations here. Eddie, I'm not going to give you any bullshit surprise round or anything. We'll say you cast a wall force. This is what's going to start us in initiative. Then we can go back and forth here. Because I at least want the first state of how we're going to be moving forward here, being the spell casting of wall force. Everything afterwards, I don't care about. Let's see. You two. It's fast. You're finally going to get that PvP you wanted. Remember, all so long ago in the dungeon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back and forth. Well, Eddie
Is this
still
going to
goes
be another
first.
situation where Eddie has to kill a party member because?
I will say I am taking this more as Mavet would act, and I already stated he doesn't really see the benefits of trying to hurt Eddie. I'm playing this RP regardless of what happens. I'm pretty sure it's going to end how I need it to, in a sense.
See. Keep in mind the spell that you're still focusing on, the final stages you're getting to, also requires concentration.
Okay, did you get my message, Gray?
Look. Yeah, we're on the same page.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Should we roll for initiative then?
Yep, I already rolled for you. You guys are in initiative. We're having our final little combat here. Let's make it quick, boys. Eddie, you explained that you're moving around in this.
Yeah, so it's like he's like moving around. It's like mind you, it's, since we're now like in combat phase,
Yep.
what really winds up happening is that Mavet is going to take 6 fire damage, or not 6 fire damage, but a d6 of fire damage.
Okay.
Just because he has moved around Mavet.
Yep, moving around.
Technically, it'd be 1d6 plus 6.
Oh, right. Yes, it is your modifier, too. Because alchemy. I rolled a 1 on the 6, but I still have a 7.
Okay. I'll apply
just
7
as a
Go ahead.
just as a reminder, and I need Aluya's help in this case. The trollkin temporary hit points go away after a certain duration, correct?
No.
It's like, but the effects stop after a certain point.
Once they're used up.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So you have advantage on attack rolls, you have advantage on strength saving throws, and dexterity saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say you could also go through the enemy's territory, so you could go back and forth through Mavet if you wanted to.
He's in
I
wall
could,
force.
but he doesn't take any additional damage. It's more just like I think for flavor's sake, it more just like is accelerating his burning body.
Yeah.
Yeah, in which case, question. Is the area heavily obscured, or?
Yeah, like you're containing smoke, and the effects that Mavet's bringing is also like a form of heavy obscurement.
Okay. Because if I recall correctly, Mavet does not have vision unless he casts his own fog cloud, and he can only see in that cloud.
Yeah. That's correct.
So then, fuck it. It's like I'm going to cast 6 Eldritch Blasts.
So it says you can see through heavy obscurement caused by fog-like effects such as smoke or clouds.
Yeah, then it works.
It doesn't say yours.
All right.
Okay.
It sounds like something I'd write. Okay. So be straight.
Well,
yeah.
Honestly, I'm fine with the straight rolls.
Yeah, straight rolls.
It's like because they would have otherwise been disadvantage anyway.
Yep.
Or well, disadvantage, advantage canceled. It doesn't really matter stacking them all.
Yep.
Like, but if I want to deal the most damage in a short amount of time, it's Eldritch Blast.
Shock and awe.
So where's the button? There's the button.
Come on. Oh, okay. It's down there. That's why. I was like, where did it go? Okay.
Yep.
29.
29 hits.
14, so that probably misses
Definitely miss. Yep. Okay. 16. I believe that's also
16,
miss.
I think yeah.
It is a miss.
Okay, 1 hit.
22 and above.
No, I'm doing 6. I'm using.
Oh, gotcha. Jesus. And 25. That's a
I
hit.
still have spell slots and
Yep.
to convert into sorcery points. So.
Fuck yeah.
Oh. Oh.
27.
One.
Well, I hear 40-10.
Probably not.
Nope. So 3d10.
Plus 19. Yeah, that seems right. For 42.
42 damage. Jesus. The 42. You want to apply that to yourself, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, large chunks of you go missing from that. And then again, I imagine like the camera being in the center as it rotates around this orb, following Eddie and like dashing around this orb, and Mavet being knocked to every direction and knocked back into balance every time. It is not a DC 21, buddy. Want to be certain about that. It is not DC 21.
Well,
It's more
no,
just
I would
a
have to make
series
one for
of-
each one.
Yeah, it's a new
Yep.
one for each one. So
Yes.
he's just making a DC 10 each time.
Yep.
So 3 total hits, 3 saves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Pass for 16. That's an 8, unless you want to spend something.
Yeah, I don't have anything to spend, I think.
You already used all your inspiration? Heroic points? Or hero points?
Yeah. Because I only had one and used that during the fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sky is beginning to... Well, I shouldn't say the sky is beginning to clear. I'm just saying, like, the ashes are slowly beginning to stir. Regardless of what you had planned here, Mavet, you've at least made fertile grounds atop of Frostheart. Before I continue, Eddie, is there anything else? I believe that was your entire action economy. Movement, action,
Don't
bonus
forget you
action.
have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I have Bardic Inspiration. I actually still have my hasted action. So I'm just
nice.
going to hit him with my staff.
I'll give him a little bonk. Okay. Let's see it.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry, I realized I accidentally closed my sheet. So luckily for me, hopefully this will work.
Staff of Power.
Okay, yeah, that seems right.
Nice.
For the soft 20.
Soft 20 is a definite miss. I believe he said 22 was his AC.
You have Bardic
Correct.
Inspiration if you want to hit him.
The
You have
It's a D10.
You know what? I will
update your
roll
thing.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you know what? I'll actually hold the inspiration
Mhm.
because I have a feature I don't use very often.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I'm going to use my favored by the gods.
Okay. Nice.
It's like this is pretty much a guaranteed hit then, because it allows me to roll 2d4.
Yeah, which both minimums are 2. Well, 1, which makes 2. All right. Yeah, go for the damage. And I believe Constitution saving throw because you have a mastery over Quarterstaff's topple.
Yep.
All right, make me a Constitution saving throw, my dear friend Mavet. For maximum damage. Jesus, 19. Oh my god!
That kills me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I can use
God.
my no. What type of damage is it?
It's an attack roll.
I am using it as, especially considering this is with my staff, I can make it radiant.
Well, shit. This is just going to be the least eventful. And I try. Okay, whatever. I'm dead. I tried to make it
I think it's very
cinematic, and it just
eventful
kind of
that
got kind of fucked.
I think it's very eventful that like Eddie immediately casts a dome, like makes a speech about like hastening things up, and then he does it.
How about Mavet? Take a moment here. Take a deep breath. Imagine these events unfolding. You have paradise in front of you. The sky is black. You hear your children in the distance. There is a cacophony of noise. There is one person that stands in your path. You lose your concentration. This orb of force is around you. You are covered in smoke that only 2 people could see. Within this miniature hell that you've both made, fire is sparking. Blasts of energy are impaling your body. The quarterstaff comes at you. I want you to take a moment and tell me your character's aspirations, flashes of a future that they wanted, that they yearned for, along with meaningful moments of your past, and then tell me how Mavet dies.
As the quarterstaff comes crashing towards Mavet, he sees a beautiful sky, radiant and nice and warm, as thousands of trees provide shade for hundreds of children playing. The trees move within the breeze. The children pick beautiful fruits from the trees. Okay, I want you guys to imagine the Giving Tree. If you guys ever read
Yep.
that book,
Absolutely.
Yep.
the trees plucking the ripe fruit and handing it down to the children. On other trees, you see swings hanging from the big, strong branches. And as you move over towards more colder environments, you see similar trees looking just as strong as the ones in the summertime, providing refuge from snow for animals who are not quite suited for the wilderness and the blizzards that are going on about. Mavet just wanted to provide protection and safety for those who he felt he couldn't. His aspiration was to become fruitful and many, providing coverage and safety for a world full of hurt and death. I am ready to move on to my death.
Go ahead.
I am going to use a reaction. It's not going
Go
to
ahead.
matter,
It's
but
fine. Go ahead. Go
it'll help paint the picture.
ahead.
Mavet's going to attempt to use deflect attack.
Yeah. You're going in, anticipating the blunt energy of the staff. Perhaps
And
like we
as
have a slow-mo of the staff coming down, you attempting to block it. Go on.
And as Mavet goes to grab this staff as it's coming towards him, his hand just turns to ash. The fire and intense heat within this tube of hell has broken down Mavet's body as it breaks through his hand and eventually makes his way to his head, crumbling him with ease as he turns in to ash. A fine powder gently drifting towards this bottom of this hell on earth that Eddie has created in such a small space.
Mm-hmm.
And as they fall, before they reach the bottom, they burn into nothingness.
And Eddie, as you look down at the ashes of someone you've given a second chance to, person whose life was lost but brought back, only to be ended by the same hand that brought it life, you feel a small twang, small snip, almost like someone plucked a single hair from your fur. You feel a connection lost. Mavet, as your consciousness blinks out, you do not feel a dark void. You do not feel any cold. You feel a heartbeat, many heartbeats. At first, it's the rhythm of your own. Didn't even think you had a heart. And then hear distant beats. It sounds like a world of heartbeats that you are linked to. A legion of voices that all speak in one direction, that all have one mind, that all share one goal. And you feel peace, knowing that your dream does not die with you, that there are others to carry it on for you. You must be fruitful and become many. And many have heard you. Now, normally, that would be a great moment I apologize. If you want, Eddie, I can backtrack a little bit. Get carried away with juggling multiple things. If you want, I can retcon one small thing with that.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Oh, okay. Just making sure that I'm not making any faux pas, any mistakes moving forward here.
I don't know like what specifically that you're driving at. It's like, but like you're particularly hinting at, though. I would at least note
Yeah, go ahead.
that as the body is burning to literal ash,
Yes.
um, unfortunately, Mavet, what you wanted, that happiness that you were hoping to bring, any who came after you would suffer the same problems you did. And so rather than containing your misery within yourself, you would spread it. A life without purpose for one person is a tragedy. But a life without purpose for what would be even an entire species would be even more so. I do hope that you finally have peace. And I'm sorry for giving you the existence that I did. I'm sorry for being the cause of your misery.
Okay. So, like I said, normally this is the proper cliffhanger I would want to end on. But I would like to quickly go through everybody. We don't need to have vignettes, we don't need to have scenes.
Mhm.
If there's anything that needs to be said or done, let me know. Then I can properly end the session.
I guess unless people have anything to add or change, by my understanding, what would need to be done is we would have the current party, then taking the mounts as well as Shade
Yep.
on a windwalk adventure back to Tandeka Island.
Yeah. And we see your father in bed, like just belching smoke. He's gotten tremendously worse.
Then, with the help of Seer and the materials that we had acquired, giving him the cure that he needs in order to improve his condition. Oh, you know what? There is something we have to think about.
Okay.
Because Mavet died.
Yes.
Oh, the person he was
The
connected
person
with.
that he was connected to.
Yep, that's a good point.
Don't worry.
God.
I'm way ahead of you.
Yep,
Oh,
Eddie
damn.
killed her.
We'll cross that bridge when we get back home.
I mean, I have an
That
idea
doesn't
what,
sound like a no
I have an
Gray.
idea of what Gray might do, but
Okay.
I will reserve that until I actually hear it. But regardless, it's like perhaps explaining, maybe even leaving a note explaining everything that had happened.
Yep.
To those who would inevitably come to their exact location.
Yeah.
Introducing Shade to his father. It's like making sure that he understands what's going on and giving Shade
a means of connection, as
Yeah.
it were. And assuming that nobody has, and I guess giving Guma the same information, the same information dump basically about like how they got there to begin with,
Yeah.
and see what happens when we rubber band back to where we started.
Okay. Or we rubber band. I presume Gumo's also left on Tendeka Island, making it easier for him to fucking reconnect with.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned Gumo.
Yep.
Because
Girls. Both Aluya and Seer. Are there any moments I should hear about?
I assume we know what happened to Mavet, right?
oh yeah, that cherry probably would have needed to. Well, not
I-
cherry. That little tidbit would probably need to have been.
Yeah, I imagine.
Explained.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine, Mega, that you perhaps don't tell them immediately. Perhaps it's when you show up covered in smoke, or I should say soot. So is your staff. Evidence is all around you. The news gets broken. Shared.
Huh. Sandalwood smell.
In fact, probably just making, covering all his bases, probably would have had to maybe inform the local populace to be on the lookout for wandering sentient trees.
No. We have a code brown. Sentient trees again? All right. We do
Brown
so.
feels like they're dealing with sentient shit, not trees.
Aluya would offer her sympathies to Eddie since he had the most connection with him.
Mhm.
TPH, she's not so choked up about it, but you know, it sucks. She didn't want him to die or nothing.
Seer is very much neutral to it for the fact that Mavet, well, Seer respected him in a lot of ways of like helping the group and everything like that, but he really had done wrong in many ways.
Yeah.
But Seer would pay respects to Eddie as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's cover our bases. Is there anything else you girls would do after figuring out this news? Any moments you two would share?
No, I mean, I'm still walking on thin ice with Aurora, so I'm just trying not to make it worse.
When we get back to Tendeka Island, I might want to do extensive research of things, especially with this new cauldron I have.
Okay. So,
Would you like some help?
For a moment. It depends how long my research is. If it takes a while, though.
That's okay, I don't mind spending the time.
If you so desire, I won't say no, as you already know why.
Okay.
okay.
We will do your sciencey things.
Seer, paint the scene. And again, keep in mind you feel things closing up, tying up. What is there left for you to say, for you to do? Paint the scene.
Before we leave, essentially?
Any point you can tell me any point along this journey, from Frostheart to Tandeka to even your home base. Give me a scene.
I think there's going to be this moment when we get back all the way to home base of things, when Seer has collected numerous ingredients, numerous items, tools, and things needed.
Mhm.
Seer would very much not get themselves into a spot where they're constantly moving about. Instead, Seer would set themselves up in a way where it seems they would do extensive amounts of research, besides the fact that they have the shadowy alchemist's book. They have many other materials and things that need to be studied.
Yep.
But they have also witnessed essentially the creations of false calamities and
Mhm.
twisting what is supposed to be a natural thing into a dark purpose.
Mhm.
So Seer, long-term wise, would need to research how to counteract such things.
Okay.
But the problem is, and I think Seer would look upon the group in some ways, is it something they could do as they mobile around, or is it something they have to do and stay?
Mhm.
Regardless, Seer would plan for both. Seer, drawing out many schematics, different ideas, drawing down on many notebooks and many different things, would plan out how they can assist, whether there or at a distance.
Or
Creating tools.
perhaps even making a laboratory. Or maybe another answer is far, far away.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Regardless, though, their purpose does not end, as well. Their own journeys continue, their own goals continue. But it means the group will always be able to have connections to this. And it's undecided at the moment whether or not they would hold or move on. But they have many things they need to study, and a laboratory would be necessary.
Now, is there any final moments you have with the party members here before I end the session?
Eddie,
Yeah.
you have shown great valor in many ways. But I know for a fact that most people assume you always have everything set. And I want you to know that if there's moments when you feel weak, you already know who's there for you.
Yeah. I can admit when I've made mistakes.
You can admit it. That's what makes you the best of us. But I mean, those moments when you just need to let it out. I'm always there.
And I hope you, in some ways, you can lean on me when you need it to. Aurora.
Aw.
You get away with it this time. But with that said, let's avoid having people who solely things cause us any more hiccups. Now, excuse me
Well,
while I go talk to Aluya.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to think about the whole Gumo situation.
I mean, honestly, you could just leave him on the island.
Well, depending on what the gods say, it's like they might get fish hooked.
Might give.
To be fair, he could walk back to land. It would just take him months to a year. Or years.
All right. Moo? Anything left to be said to for Seer to say to Luluya?
Aluya.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Many things I can tell you might not be nice, but at least it's something nice. And you already know. Please don't do what you did before with the city in anger and hate and such violence. I know it comes from a place of protection and fury. But one of the blessings I could say that I've learned from going against my own kind's nature of being bold, boisterous, and blazing in many ways is the fact that you can live with yourself in many ways. And doing something like that again would make it so that I cannot look you again. Now, I'm not mean and just putting you in a spot. It takes time. It's something that you need to find your spot in. It didn't start for me like that. But it always starts in one spot. That's you trying. I don't know what internalized energies you have in you, but are you willing to try?
I'm gonna get up close to her and grab her hand, and I know what comes with grabbing her hand, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna look her in the face, and I'm just gonna. I've had a moment to reflect on what I did. And I know, in all honesty, if I had to go back in time and I would probably do it again, but now knowing what I know, I will do better. Only because I pretty much did the monstrous thing that a lot of people think that I could do. I'm trying to clear my past, but also I've lost the thing that drove me to doing better, and I became a nightmare myself. And though all I wish is to protect you and be by you, I did the thing that would also hurt you in a way. I am okay with taking the time needed to redeem myself with you and the people of Frostheart.
I really just want you to focus on yourself. Mainly because when you do, all will benefit. The most important person in your life is always you. Not anyone else. Not anyone you know. And I know if you're able to make yourself the best version that you wish to be, you'll get what you want.
Work on me. I could do that.
Now, with that said, and I hate being vulnerable, as you already know, open, expressive, I would like to spill my guts in many ways, and it's hard. But I can say at least to you, Oluya, Even though I feel the pain of the shock, it's invigorating. But also, you are a spark that I don't want to have stopped. By the way, do you have your staff still?
Yes, of course I do.
Hold it up for me, please.
Uh, she holds it up.
Seer will forcibly activate it to make a Louis human.
Oh.
Oh, look, no change whatsoever. I look exactly the same.
Seer pulls out their thing and turns them self-human.
Aw.
Oh. Oh.
I don't mean literal sparks. My heart has not stopped. So I'm going to give you a choice. Take a rare moment to just enjoy things without feeling the pain. Or not think too hard about and thinking about how we only have an hour.
I'm gonna take the hour.
Okay. Oh.
And after that, I'll say, let's ignite the world.
Okay. I can't even think. So, perhaps hand in hand, you walk to a lovely abode. And it is filled with passion, genuine love. As you all have made your ways back to Giuliano within these ruins, one by one, you're at your thrones. Now, I know it sounds foul, but I cannot stress enough the pain the people were in when you guys have swapped places. There is fecal matter, urine. You see bloody trails on the armrests, like they're scratching at something. It's awful. Looking towards where Mavet sat down, you see a woman barely conscious, her eyes fluttering open, then shutting once more. Beautiful woman. And with no place to return to, she stays where she is.
Dang, that's sad.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
And looking at the little map of the dots that map out all of the world. Just as a reminder, this is main reason you guys even went to Lacus to begin with, as you saw a dot. You know what? I'm not going to have it be on a check. You notice significantly less dots. Like at one point, I believe I described 8, 4 bright, 4 dim. In this case, you only see 4 firm dots on this map instead of seeing 7. Strangely enough, nothing is towards the sea to the south. Instead, it's to the sea to the north. A bright glow. Can't quite identify where in Lacus, but you have a feeling that someone with significant power came to investigate. But there is no, keep in mind, this is no rug pull. I'm not going to say that there's a wasteland left in your past. only that there are machinations going in the background. Let's bring everything to a close. Everybody is doing something. Gumo, if you don't mind, because I did leave you out of a fair portion of this to move forward here, can you give me something small that you'd be doing at the island? Keep in mind that there's still a great tragedy taking place in the sky.
The meteor shower, right?
Yeah, raid on a monster prophesized to fall.
Yep. Honestly, I think kind of after everyone's teleported and gone, he kind of just plops down and just kind of sits there, waits, and eventually just kind of allows himself to slumber as much as a undead creature can.
Yep.
Just enjoy the moment for what it is. Watch the biblical equivalent event happening in the sky and just drinking it in.
Yeah. Eddie, I know I've asked a lot of you out of this session, but before we end this session, is there any small scene that we'd see with Eddie? Anything he'd be doing before I move on here? Say at some point in the future. Any point in the future. Within reason. Don't go fucking like 10, 20, 30 years. But you get the point. Like months. Like it's
Oh
fine.
my god.
I think given
Go ahead.
I
Go
think
ahead.
given everything that has happened on this particular adventure, I think he would put together a small memorial, as it were, a small burial area.
Okay.
Like in memory of the two that he ultimately had to kill himself. It's like not by desire, but out of necessity.
Mm-hmm.
And having to live with that decision for the rest of his life.
Mm. Some time will pass. I imagine we see you all in these moments. Two lovers sharing an embrace, a zoom up, tasteful nudity, an otter by his grave, paying respects, and an artist waiting to take in a moment of tragedy. We see thousands of figures across the world living their lives, ignoring a scar in the sky, pretending it's not there. But it's on one fateful day where you hear a thunderous bellow. We all look to the sky. And its head raises up, and its body begins to descend. The meteors stop. The body falls head first. We follow from the neck along the body, around countless countries, countless continents, the continent, separate parts of the country, countless islands, mountain ranges. It's like a piece of rope that was dropped. Dust billows into the air, covering the sky in darkness. There's a fading sensation of magic from the world. The axiomata dies. The rules set by kings and their authority given to them disappears. The wall between realms collapses. In its wake, there is no sun, there is no moon. There is just two eyes that watch over the world in eager hunger. The next time we get together, 5 years will pass.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much for bearing with me with this adventure, with how long it took, with this particular session. You guys so much for joining with me.
This has been House Common Blood. The intro and outro music is Oh My Dog by Savick, and any other music and sound effects used in this episode are royalty free. Credits can be found in the episode description. Please to be using, and if you like us, tell other people. Word of mouth is the best way for us to grow. Thank you for joining us. Where is the fire?